Kuudra is one of the best money making methods in the whole Hypixel Skyblock, but I'm pretty sure the gatekeepers know that people are dying left to right, right? Oh, yeah, I think this is my time to change this. Well, welcome to the T5 Kuudra guide. Okay, before we get started, I'm just going to leave all of the timestamps that is needed in the description and also on the video right now. So you can see every single part and every single place right now, like DPS, ccstun phase. Every part right now is on the screen right now. So if you guys want to take note of any of these, please do. Well, I guess we're getting started in the video now. Tier 5 Kuudra is one of the hardest things to get into because of the requirements. Well, first of all, I guess you would need a golden ender dragon and a ender dragon. Now, it doesn't matter what type of ender dragon you get or any type of level, but for the golden ender dragon, respectively around level 100 or level 200, and same as the ender dragon, which just probably 100. The talismans that you should be having is on fortuitous or sighted. Sighted is only for the ccstun. Of course, you will have almost every single thing in the basic tiers and everything else, like a Hyperion, a duplex terminator, and a fishing rod. You would also need a gyrokinetic wand to align the dropships. During the DPS phase, there will be two different things you would need. You will need a precursor eye and a warden helmet. The warden helmet we will talk about later on in the video. Now, we are finally in part 2 of this video. Now, for part 2 of this video, I'm going to be talking about the Ballista building phase. Now, first of all teammates should put everything on the Ballista mechanics and try to max the perk out in order to have sufficient building speed for the Ballista so that you can move on to phase 3 as fast as possible. Okay, I kind of forgot this in the clip, but first of all, for ccstun, you would actually need to buy the human catapult in order to launch yourself inside Kuudra. Now, do this during the Ballista building phase, so you won't have to do it later on. Okay, this is chapter 3 of it. Now, I kind of ran out of footage of doing the stun, so what am I gonna do is I'm just gonna put some Vanquisher grinding in the background to cover all this up. So for ccstun, there's not much you would need. The ccstun would just cannonball inside Kuudra and go to one of its pods and break it. Now you can do an instant break with a Devon's drill, or if you have Hall of the Mountain 7, which you should have, you can just do instant break by that. But that's basically it, and then basically then the ccstun will Green Reaper Scythe down to the last layer of Kuudra so that everyone TPs down there at once. Now this is the section when it starts to get very fun. First of all, you're going to swap to your Terror Armor and wear a Precursor Eye. Now, once it says Kuudra has been stunned, you will shift 20 times and also fire your arrows, basically your duplex terminator. You might use flint arrows. I'm not sure which type of arrows you're supposed to use, but many people just use flint. So, also, I kind of forgot to mention this, you would also need to use DPS equipment. So your equipment must all be in DPS. So maybe it can be Dom Vit, Dom Speed, any type of that, it's gonna work. Anything that it has Dom, just use it. Okay, I kind of forgot to mention a very important part in this phase. You must also use Toxic Arrow Poison. Now, Toxic Arrow Poison has the chance to be getting patched in the future, but I'll make a separate video in the future if Toxic Arrow gets patched. You would use maybe 2 stacks or 1 stack of Toxic Arrow Poison in this phase. Now, you also need to use Toxic Arrow Poison in the following phase, which is in the Kuudra layer. Now, make sure to use Toxic Arrow Poison or else your DPS might be atrocious to the point that you might need to second phase Kuudra. Okay, I'm just gonna let a couple of clips right now just play through so that you can actually see what's actually happening in this DPS phase of Kuudra. I'm just gonna be calling this chapter 3 of DPS phase. I don't want to call this DPS phase yet, because DPS phase might also refer to the phase later on I'm going to be talking about. Well, congratulations, you guys have finally made it into the Kuudra layer phase. Now for the Kuudra layer phase, you would obviously need to swap your precursor eye to a worn helmet in order to maximize your damage. Now in this phase, you will see tentacles and bombs being basically forced onto you by Kuudra and try to kill you as much as possible. If you die in this phase, you won't be able to respawn for the rest of the game. And then if your whole team die, you will basically lose the whole run. Basically, you won't get anything at all except for the free chest. Now for this phase, you would also see some Rend Terminators, some Duplex Terminators, some Fatal Tempo Terminators. A lot of different types of Terminators are seen here. Now Fatal Tempo and Rend does the most damage out of all three Terminators. Now so it's highly recommend you that you actually get one of these Terminators or two of them, like Duplex and Fatal Tempo, or Rend and Duplex. Now you made it to basically almost the easiest part of this whole entire Kuudra guide. First of all, you will need to use a bot called Kuudra Gang. Now this bot, you can do /AP and put in your attributes, and it'll tell you the price of this item. Now I will link it in the description down below so you will know what to buy and what not to buy. It basically tells you. Okay, if you guys find this video useful, please like and subscribe in the comment section down below. And if you have learned anything, or if you just want more feedback or just some type of knowledge or on something in this video or which I've not covered, please put it down in this description down below. Or something I missed, please put it in the description down below. Well, that's all for now. See you guys. Bye bye.